Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Hey, everyone, it's Bob Doyle here with the Law of Attraction Scope, and look at people just swarm right in. Stephanie, aloha. Hey, Stephanie, say hello to Thomas for me. Isn't already invited followers? Juliet Nelson, oh boy, Mama Living Healthy, Pinnacle Glass, Claire Bear 29, Josette Benloff. Boy, you guys are awesome. Hold on, let me turn this around. Hi. Wearing a hat today. You know what that means? Bedhead. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up this morning, hit the ground running with voiceover and haven't stopped yet. That is one reason why I'm a little late. Hi, Riley. Whoa. Sheila, thank you for being here. Bridgie, thank you for being here. You got to meet Lynn. That's awesome. I wish I could have been there. I could have met you too. First time here. Excellent. Thank you, Toronto Scope. Thanks for being here. All right, awesome. Yeah, wake up, grind. I like to just get that voiceover stuff knocked out. I just like to do that, you know. I can't do it too early because then I got that, you know, morning voice thing happening. That doesn't always happen. All right. So thanks for the invite. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Your first time too, Bridgie. Awesome. Well, wonderful. I love it. Boy, I hope I deliver. Wouldn't that be disappointing? If I didn't, 22 people. I love it. That's freaking awesome. You're so awesome. Thank you so much for saying so. Well, no pressure now. Yikes. A money alignment coach. This is Ian Sneed, by the way. Teaching you to align with your purpose and enjoy life in abundance. So I'll bet you he's on board with a lot of what I'm going to say. Oh, Stephanie, you're so nice. No, you're always great. Hey, I had a great time on my scope yesterday. That was an hour and 21 minutes. And there was some point in there I'm going, this seems like it's been going for a long time, you know, like 40 minutes. And at that point, it was probably over an hour already. Anyway, that was a ton of fun. If you didn't get to see it, it still should be there. And of course, I have it on all my archives. BobDoyleShow.com is really the place. Yeah, but see, you didn't miss it. I mean, you missed it, but it's still there. So it's still, yeah, I know it's still there. Sweary Fairy, see, I remembered. Oh, wow, see, okay. See, just when I thought I was done with voiceover work, it's coming in again. You can't see it, but it's showing up on my web. You left for like a half an hour and came back and I was still on. I know, it just went on and on. But it was fun. It felt good. It was a good release, you know, I got a lot done and I'm very excited about the future of scoping and blabbing, and you guys gave me fantastic feedback on some of the stuff I want to do. For example, awkward interviews with weirdos. I was going to do my first episode yesterday on Blab, but then I realized, you know, if I'm going to do this right, I want some music at the beginning. I just a few more little pieces to throw in the mix. But I'm going to work. That's on my to-do list today, which means it's going to get done. Doesn't mean I'm going to do one today, but I might. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday's scope was all about me being me and not being stuck in the Bob Doyle from The Secret mode and really putting myself out there and basically encouraging all of you all to do the same as well. I noticed that in my, catch the replay. It was fun. Oh, you rock. No, you rock. So in the background, when the openings, I've got a couple of things that I want to throw out here first before I get into the actual topic, which of course is how I do this thing here. But I think you're going to appreciate this. If you have, I've been talking a lot recently about this app, meditation app that I downloaded called Calm. Anybody here have? I know that some of you probably have it. There's tons of meditation applications out there. I mean, tons. I've got content on some of them, like the Omvana app. You can search for, but this thing is called Calm, and it's got a bunch of different. You have it, yeah. Now, Mama Living Healthy, are you subscribed? Did you subscribe to it, or are you just using the free programs that it came with? So you can find it at calm.com. They actually have a website, calm.com. Can you imagine getting that URL, calm.com? But anyway, so they got that, and then that can hook you up to Android and iOS store to get this thing. And I got to tell you, I use it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. The free one. Yeah, the free one's just so the free one has two basic programs. One is of various lengths. I'm going to demonstrate it for you here because I want you to go get it because I promise you it's going to help you. It's great. Is it better than tapping? I don't know. It's just different. It's just different. Like, for example, one of the times I use this, and I said this yesterday, was when I wake up in the morning at that 4:30 and my mind is racing, and you tend to have those stressful thoughts or worry or whatever. Sometimes I'm so sleepy I don't really feel like doing a tapping thing, you know what I mean? But I can roll over and press go on this thing. And really, this thing's running all night because it has background sounds and things like that. And I love, environmental sounds. So I'll have that running. And all I have to do then, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I need to get back to sleep or calm down or whatever, I just push the meditate button and do a 5, 10, 15-minute program, right back to sleep. The program ends, the sounds keep going. It's really amazing. And they have so many different scenes. Do you mind if hey, Big Bass 17, you mind if I show it to you just real quick? I won't take a ton of time, but I just want to show you what I'm talking about. 43, you guys are awesome. All right, so what I'm getting ready to do for those of you just coming in is I'm going to show you briefly this Calm app. So I've got it on my iPad Pro here, so I'm going to just flip around here. Hi, Ty. All right, now you're going to be able to hear it better than me. This is just one of the many scenes, okay? And you can hear that it's got music. No sound effects on this one, but you can just slide through. Different music for that one. All of these have different music or sound effects or whatever. And I think these screens are mesmerizing. Let me find one with, like, this is clouds. Let me find one like, this is just rain. Now, I'm from Atlanta, and I really miss the rain. And here in Southern California, we hardly ever get any rain. So falling asleep to this, there's no music or anything. But anyway, there's all these different scenes. Oceans, fields, all these different things, all with different sounds, all with different music. Now, behind all of this, anytime you want to, you can just hit this meditate button, okay? Now, what it comes with is, for free, is 7 days, let's see, is that right? Yeah, 7 days of calm, and can you do 21 days? Yeah, no, I got it. So 7 days of calm, and then there's a body scan in here somewhere. I don't know why I'm not seeing that. But anyway, so 7 days of calm, and what this will do is it will walk you through 7 days of learning, basically meditation, if you haven't been there. I did all of these in one night. No subliminals, no brain entrainment. No, it's not my app, it's just an app that I love. And no, you can listen for more than 7 days. Like I said, I listened to all of these in one evening in Russia. So, because they're really super short. And it's this right here, yeah, there's quite a few body scans. So for example, these are the basic things, 7 days of. Now down here, these are, here we go. Yeah. So you got calm and body scan under guided, okay? So if I wake up in the middle of the night and I go, I just want to calm down. I hit calm. I choose however many minutes I want. Let's just say 5. If I'm in the middle of a night, I'm going to show you what the body scan is. 5 minutes and hit start.
Welcome to this 5-minute pause in your day.
Okay. Yes, you can go straight. You don't have to do the learn. You can go straight to the program I just went to. Haley, I'm demonstrating an app called Calm, which is a great meditation app, which I highly recommend for people to change their state real quick if they're been using it for 2 years. Yeah, awesome. Now, Ty, did you subscribe? Because I'm so tempted. They do such a good job on these. Anyway, I can't stop it. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I'm going to end my session early. That's the first time I've ever done that. Some other reason. I'm doing a Periscope. That's why. Anyway, so, and then if you don't like it comes with a few scenes, and there's all these other scenes, okay, that you can download. And it takes up a little bit of space on your hard drive, but you can preview them here, like Tropical Beach. Whoops, let me turn up the volume here. So this one just seems to have the beach, doesn't seem to have music on it, but whatever scene you do, the meditation stuff will play on top of it. Whoa, okay. You might have thought that was an earthquake, but it wasn't. It was just me being a total spaz. Totally worth it. All right, well, I'm tempted because they have, let me see if I can, I'll switch it back around again just to show you. Calm. It's called Calm, calm.com. So these other things, they have sleep, happiness, gratitude, self-esteem, okay, deep concentration, emergency calm, commuting, loving kindness, returning to now, anxiety release, compassion, all of these meditations on these topics. You'll see the little lock here, which means I haven't got them because you have to subscribe. And what their subscription is, $40 for a year, which comes down to $333 a month, or you can just do monthly at $9.99 a month. Clearly, the year is the best deal. Just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. Okay, anyway, so that was just an aside, and it's just helped me tremendously Yeah, and that's the thing. No. The voice. There's two ladies who do it, and I actually like them because look, there's plenty of meditation stuff out there where the voices are unlistenable, right? And it's just like, wow, this would be so great if I could listen. I like these. I like this. This woman's voice is good. Okay, that's the commercial. It'd be great if I was sponsored by Calm. Somebody reach out to them, will you? You know, I'm sure you've all got connections. I think it's about time for this. I think it's about time for this scope to be. See, Ty agrees. Ty agrees. There's a lot of voices now, unless of course you download my meditations on the Omvana app, and then you've got my voice. So, all right, I won't fish for anything there. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is in the title of my, and then I promise I'm going to get into the topic. Thank you, Miss Jones. I'm sure your voice is great too. In the title of this scope, you see boundlessliving.com/cert, because I am in the midst of, my main website is boundlessliving.com. Okay, and that's where you can learn all about Bob and check out different programs and lots of free resources and things like that. I mean, links to my YouTube videos and just tons of stuff. All my social media, go to boundlessliving.com, and then that's kind of the hub. But boundlessliving.com/cert is something that you can't reach from, CERT, C-E-R-T, is not something that you can currently reach from the main page, but it is about our Wealth Beyond Reason certification program. I've been teaching Law of Attraction since 2002, and a couple of years ago I started a certification program certifying coaches and speakers and trainers to be able to teach our material the way that we teach it, which is unique, and have that certification to help them market. They can use the Bob Doyle name, Boundless Living, whatever, to do that. And that program, we start on February 15th, and so we've launched that. That link, boundlessliving.com/cert, points you to a replay of a Q&A webinar, for lack of a better word, where we talk, boy, I lost 20 people, webinar to explain what the certification program is all about. All right, are my meditations on Boundless Living? No, my meditations are for sale. If you go to meditationbundle.com, I've bundled all 9 meditations for less than $30. I think it's $27.77 or whatever. All of our meditations, which are like sleep and centering, and of course, visualization and things like that. All law of attraction related in some way. So that's meditationbundle.com. Okay. Don't trust the Periscope number on the screen? All right. Well, I wanted to trust it before because it was high. So I can't pick and choose. All right. So anyway, look, let's talk about the topic, shall we? Which is claiming what you want. Omvana. Omvana, I think you can go to omvana.com. It's another app with a whole bunch of content providers who have provided audio files and meditations and stuff. For example, because I also write music, I have donated music tracks, and I've also donated voice tracks, and you can mix and match whoever voice with whatever music in the thing. So that's a pretty neat customizable meditation experience as well, and there's a lot of free ones, and then there's other meditations you can download for 99 cents, $1.99. Some people charge $7.99 depending on what there is, hypnosis things. It's worth checking out. It's a pretty cool app, and in fact I have not submitted anything to that in probably 3 years, which is just, I'm leaving money on the table. Because, I breathe meditations and meditation audio. There's no reason. Thank you, Jim, for posting that up there. There's no reason I shouldn't be submitting 2 or 3 pieces to them a week for still another revenue stream, which is what I hope you all are working on cultivating for yourself. Okay, let's talk about claiming what you want. So I'm throwing this out there. Let's see if you guys respond. If you had to name like the number one thing on your desire list, like whether it's money, whether it's peace, whether it's freedom, whether it's love, whether it's security, like what's your number one thing? And you can type this in your comments. What's the number one thing that you would call your core desire? Peace. I know. Me too. Me too. Money, to have freedom. So freedom really is it. Let's be really clear on that. Love, like romantic love, Betty. Financial freedom, which I still think is freedom. So to travel. Security, peace of mind. Yes, peace of mind. Good health. I'm writing these down. Self-sustaining life, money, food, okay. Alignment, what would that mean, I wonder? Romantic love, okay. So freedom financially. So let's talk about financial freedom just a little bit, that term, because it's really freedom. It's because you're thinking about having finances create your freedom, right? So it's really raw, exciting sex. Jim, you're on a mission. I have seen your posts. Okay, clarity. Yes, clarity about what, I wonder. See, each of these promotes its own conversation where I could actually dig a little deeper and find out what this is all about. So, okay, so there's all these things: peace and freedom, love, financial freedom, money, whatever, and then to travel. So I would ask you, I can't remember who said it, but like, why aren't you traveling? Why aren't you traveling right now? Is it because you need time and money and freedom? Freedom from the 9-to-5 workday. So Misty would like to be an entrepreneur, maybe? Create your own business? I wonder what Misty likes. Let's find out. Oh, I missed it. I was hoping that maybe, yeah, hold on. Let's see if we can find out a little bit about Misty on her profile. She's an intuitive artist and photographer, spreading light, love, and hope. So she's a creative. So she would like to be able to probably, you're working on it now. Okay, awesome. Well, I'd love to know how you're working on it. You know what? I'm going to follow you because I see you've got 2 recent posts here, and I'm going to check out what you're talking about and seeing what you're doing. How's that? Is that a deal? So I'm going to check out your 2 recent posts. Letting go of attaché ends. I don't know what that means, Toronto Scope. Or shall I call you Allie? Hi, Allie. Time flies, you know. Sunrise and shadows fall. Let it pass by love. What? Let it pass by love reigns forever over all. Let it pass by. Okay. You know what? Maybe there's a punctuation issue, or I just can't read. I don't know. In any case, thanks for being here, Allie. Joy and respect. So you want joy and respect. So do you feel like you're not getting respect? Is that the idea? Purity, true self, it's all about freedom. Yeah, see, that's me. Peace and freedom. Because for years, you know, I chased money, like most of us do. But money's the means to this end. Let go of attachments. Okay. Of specific people. Excellent. Yes, you got to let go of attachments of specific people. Freedom from fear. Yes, and which is kind of peace, right? Right? So we all really desire something that's beyond sort of the means. Like I'm wondering, even travel, like I wonder what the end result. Molly and Dan in the house. Hey guys. So Lynn has joined us. Let's all say hello to Lynn. She's still basking in the Periscope Summit glow. And she is now with her sister and brother-in-law and her nephew, Gunnar. So it's nice to have her here as always, although it'd be nicer to have her here. Hi, Mom, we miss you. You ever coming home? Dad keeps doing the dishes and stuff. Okay, whatever. That's how he talks sometimes. Sometimes he talks like this. It depends on what mood I'm in. Deciding how I transmit Cody, you know. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so we're all after these things, and normally it's not the means to an end that's actually going to give us the joy, because once we get all the money, for example, we're going to then feel free or do something to sustain the freedom, invest it, whatever. So we're really looking for that core desire. So here's my question though. So now we are all clear on what we're wanting, or we're pondering it. So what are you doing? What are you doing to claim that? What are you doing to claim that? I can honestly say that I have peace and happiness and good health. Now I'm on the path to financial. Ty, I totally get that about you. You resonate that energy of peace and happiness and good health. I just have to take your word for it. But then now on the path to financial freedom. So what are you doing to claim that? So the reason, here's why I'm asking this. Because, you know, when we're in the law of attraction conversation, you know, you hear people say, your desire is already fulfilled. All you have to do is claim it. So how do you do that? Is that you going out and saying, I claim financial freedom? Respect, training kids to use nice words and obey. Wouldn't that be nice? Kids today, am I right or am I right? Isn't it? It is so refreshing to run across a kid who has respect for adults, isn't it? I mean, you know, when you find somebody, a kid who's conscious, he's present, she polite, respectful, literally engaged with what you're doing. You know, you find them every now and then, these old soul kids, you know, but they are a rarity now, aren't they? So yeah, very rare. My mother was a teacher too, and the horror stories. And of course, I have 3 kids, and I would watch them. You know, I'd have them come home and tell the stories of kids, and it's just I never see. Look how old I sound. Kids today and their lack of respect. What's wrong with them? Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with kids today? I guess it's always been that way, right? But anyway, it would be and somehow, you know, most kids pull through it. You know, they find themselves, like my daughters both went through rough patches, and then they find themselves and they turn into extraordinary people. I certainly went through rough patches, and one day I'll be an extraordinary people. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's a very noble goal, and that sounds like a mission. So is that something that you want to play, and is that in Bel Air? This is Lynn's mug, and this is Chaleur. I don't know, Chaleur, Master Impressionist. Okay. So anyway, so that's something that you're actively up to. That's great. So anyway, let's get back to how are you claiming it? Are you visualizing the end result? Do you have like a vision board? Are you taking action on a daily basis towards it? Or are you just thinking about it? What are you actually doing? I really want to know. This is not a hypothetical question. What are you doing to claim what it is that you want? You have a vision book, a vision board, all right? And when you look at the vision board and the vision book, tell me about what happens to you energetically and emotionally. Like what's your practice when you look? You checking that your thoughts are congruent, okay? Like in other words, you're saying that you want this, but are your actions or your thoughts, your actual thoughts, congruent with what you're saying that you're wanting? Right? That's a big one, because we all in fact, that's really kind of the big, huge one. Now that I think about it, kind of what prompted this whole scope. Because we say we want one thing, but then our thoughts are something totally different. We say we want peace, and yet we worry, and we let fear take us over. You know, which is probably why we want peace, right? We want to be free from the worry. But here's the thing. It's the same problem that people have in general with the law of attraction, is they start using the law of attraction to solve a problem. So you're focused on this furry. Cody, I was talking about you. On this worry and fear and how much you want it out of your life. And it's hard to focus on that. It's hard to even acknowledge worry and fear without feeling it, without activating it. So to feel peace and fear and worry at the same time, you can't do it. It's impossible. So back to the question. When you look, okay, I get it. Show the kids in a happy way, respect by showing them others respecting children. Okay, I'm getting lost in the children conversation. When you look at the vision board, when you look at your vision book, or when you're doing your list, or when you're doing your visualizing, what's honestly happening, like in your heart and in your head? Do the voices come up saying you can't have it? Do you totally feel yourself moving into alignment with it? Do you have the sense that you're experiencing it now? Because, and this is not something that you say yes to if it's not true. Acknowledging that it's not true, too good to be true. That's okay. So you come up to the vision board and you say it's too good to be true. So let's think about this. What are you telling the universe, basically, energetically, through your vibration, when you look at what you want and you say it's too good to be true? So Wicked Griffin says, I get scared, but I know it will come true and fast. But if you're scared, what are you scared of? If there's fear associated with what you want, how is it that you're going to allow it into your life? Scared because it's a total change of life. So there's scared, and then there's excitement, right? There's anticipation. There's a sense of wonder. If you can transmute this fear into a sense of wonder, or whatever, then you're talking. But if you're worried or anxious, your ego is not going to allow you to bring it in. Some days it's easy to move into it. Some days my mind is wandering. You know, there's so much that goes into a wandering mind besides just the desire to keep it not wandering. I mean, we're all chemical human beings, and sometimes what we eat, how much sleep we get, all of these different things play into our mental state. This is one of the reasons why but how to do that? Hold on. I know, move from fear to anticipation. Right. Well, all is well except for the state of my hair, MJJ Lover 97, whose name is Jordan Thomas, who is a moonwalking motivator and a musician and a poet and an author and a photographer and a blogger and environmentalist, among other things. Remember to check out your co-participants here because a lot of you are up to really great things. So fear and worry and all that cannot be mixed up in your vision. So how do you move from being scared about something to being to having a sense of wonder and anticipation about it? Well, first of all, you got to look at what is the fear about. What are you scared of? Can you tell me that? Because it's a big change. You know what? Honestly, that's kind of vague. And the ego loves vague. The ego loves vague because it knows that you can't latch onto anything. You just have sort of a vague fear, and that's enough to keep you stopped. I manifest stuff easy when I don't overthink it and just let it come about without limiting thought. Exactly. It's all about detachment. It's about, see, once you really get this stuff, you don't have to think about it constantly. You don't have to worry about it constantly. You don't have to focus so much. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve. That's a big one, right? The deserving. So why do you feel that way? I get scared about registering the fear. If you can qualify that, or if you can explain that a little bit, that would be helpful. Deserve what you want. So all of these things, the fear, the deserving, these are areas to look at because until you deal with those things, you're always going to have this sort of energetic force field up. You just have to understand that. I mean, you can't, again, I've said this a gazillion times, you can't hide that stuff from the universe, of which you are a part, by the way. So if you've got this anxiety around something, we need to resolve that. Scared of being in full control of the change, money to sustain life with only my business. Okay, so where did those fears come from? You have an audition. Well, good luck, MJJ Lover. You go win that audition if it is in fact your destiny to do so. And then you let us know how that works out. Again, so much of this is about being honest with yourself and your feelings. If you've got a goal and it's driving you and you know it is where you want to go, like you're really clear, this is my inspired vision, this is what I want. But if you've got any of that fear stuff, it's so much of that is programmed. So much of that is learned because we learn about the possibility of failure, or we learn about, the odds of succeeding are this. Or somewhere along the line, we learned that we are not good enough to deserve this. And so what we do is we go through our life with this little carrot dangling out there, this thing that we know that we want, that we wish that we could have. And yet it's like our ego saying, but you'll never get it. And the longer you do that, the longer you chase that, and the longer you listen to your ego saying you'll never get it, the more real that feels, and then you just spiral into frustration. I often feel like I'm procrastination because I'm waiting to find the perfect thing to want. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing to know about yourself. So I'm wondering, so here's what I would ask you, is like showing Molly, you doing your scope. Good, because she needs to understand. Now, this isn't like what Molly, yes, just keep watching. Word manifestation carries baggage. I know I manifest everything I want, maybe because I'm scared. I know see, some of the typos are throwing me off. But yeah, if you know you have that vision, but you've got the fear around it, it's about learning, well, where did that fear come from? Because if you can identify, there's two things I would say to do. One is if you can identify what the fear or the worry about or the deserving, where did that come from? So, because it's all, thank you, we love you too. Because it's all an illusion. Anything about the fear and the worry and certainly about deserving, it's all an illusion. It's not true. We're all perfectly deserving of the things we want. That's why we're here. That's why we have the abilities that we do as human beings. That's why we have the desires in the first place. Okay? It's not some cruel cosmic joke. We're here to have these things that we want. We're here to have the financial freedom and the personal freedom and the security and to travel and all of those things. We're here to do that. But we've got all this noise in our head telling us why we can't do it. So we gotta eliminate that noise one way or the other. So looking at where it came from is one thing. And then the other thing I would say to do is going back to what I talked about a few times on these scopes and what I did for myself, which has made a huge impact on my life when it comes to, I've always said, if you have a vision, you have to be able to answer the question, why must I do this, right? Well, one of the things I did for that is to do the pros and cons list about why I must have or do or whatever this thing that I want. So it's like, what are the benefits of having this? And then what's the downside of having this? Because if you don't have it, there is something going on in your head that's telling you why you can't have it. But all of that crap is ego stuff, and it's all a lie. And when you write it down and you see your reasons that your ego is telling you why you can't have it, you'll be able to see them in a different way than when you just think about them in your head. In your head, they seem real and logical. On paper, they seem like some little whiny kid. Not the kids that we want to have in the world. The whiny kids who are just looking for an excuse to not do something they don't want to do. When you can see it like that, it's like, oh, really? I'm letting that rule me? And meanwhile, you've written your pros list, and there's your life. There's your vision. There's your dream life on paper. And you go, oh, you mean these little thoughts over here these negative, whiny thoughts are what's keeping me from this entire list of everything I've ever wanted? Absolutely, tapping can, any kind of release technique can help you let it go. Tapping is great. EFT we're talking about, for those of you who don't know. Even trying to prove your worthiness to yourself is unstable ego, though. Even trying to prove, you shouldn't have to try to prove anything. You just are. You are so welcome, Sage Light, and I'm going to pull up Sage Light right now. Another artist, paintings. Wow. So see, I attract the creatives here. We attract the creatives. We're all creators. Okay. All right. Sorry. So that's basically, I guess that's basically the gist. I mean, what are you doing to claim it means, so there's the practical, the tactical thing. What are you doing? Is it a vision board? Is it are you meditating? Are you visualizing? What is it that you're doing, in the physical to attract it? But then also what's going on up here? Remember, this is so basic law of attraction, but it's all about moving into the feeling of having it now. If you can't get into that feeling, it's just going to be slower and harder to get there. And a lot of people say, well, I can move into that feeling when this little thing happens to prove that I'm moving closer to it. That's a way to do it. It is the slow way. But it is, of course, how we've learned. You got to earn your way up there. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this, the other thing. Yeah. Thank you. Mama Living Healthy is doing the bullet points of our talk today. Isn't that nice? Don't you wish that Catch.me would just go ahead and record the hearts and comments? I mean, on the little screen here, in the video, not off to the side. It does it. It does the comments and stuff off to the side. Anyway, I'm just complaining for no good reason. Catch.me is awesome. By the way, I'll say this again yesterday. Catch.me, by the way, if you don't know, it takes all of the Periscopes I've ever done or ever do. It also works with Meerkat and saves them because, Periscope, they expire after 24 hours. Catch.me saves them. If you go to catch.me/BobDoyleSecret, you will find an archive of all my LOA scopes and all the other things I do on Periscope as well. Send a feature request to Catch. So it's Catch with a K. Catch.me. And yes, I do have lots of feature requests for them. But I'm sure that's one they've heard. Someone did a screenshot! Hold on. Let's make a screenshot that counts. Now. Screenshot. Go on. I'm going to wait. There's 2, 3. All right. 4, 5. Cody, you're going to be famous. More famous. Lynn and I keep talking about doing a Facebook page for Cody. We like him. Yes. Joy is right. All right. So I'm a little gushy about my dogs. Okay? Deal with it. All righty. Well, so that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm realizing how vital it is to get your body healthy. Juliet, thank you for saying that. I will give you an update. I do miss Lynn, but I know she's having a great time. I took on self-care this year in a major way, and I've lost 8.5 pounds. That's just really the beginning. I mean, the losing weight part and the dieting part, that's just part. But I'm talking about overall self-care, because it's true. If your body isn't healthy, if your brain isn't healthy, if you're chemically imbalanced, if you're whatever, all of that has a major impact on your ability to get clarity on what you want, to think clearly about what's true and not true about yourself and your abilities and what you deserve. All of these things. We talked about alcohol a few scopes ago. You know, you just have one drink, any amount of alcohol in your body, and your brain changes. Your whole physiology changes, and you look at life through a completely different lens. And it's generally not more positive. Okay, and so it's just about being mindful. And I don't mean to be preachy here, but look, I ignored my self-care to a great extent for a long, long time. And I used to be a huge physical fitness person, got away from that, even moved through the resenting of the physical fitness lifestyle because it took me over so much. And now I feel extremely blessed and lucky to have, through that pros and cons list that I did on January 2nd of this year, get real clarity on what's important to me and why self-care and feeling good and healthy is so important if I'm ever going to reach the ultimate inspired vision. You can't, I mean, whose vision includes feeling crappy? Nobody's. So you got to feel good. So how are you going to feel good? Well, you're going to take care of yourself starting today. And so once I made that pros and cons list and I saw what the lack of self-care was costing me, it was like, it was a no-brainer. Yeah, that's right. They don't have the piece. They just clip to my nose. These are my thin optics, which I love. I'll show you once again. I do this just about once a scope. But what's great about these is they fit right here on the back of my phone case, and they're always there, always there. And I even have a spare pair in the wallet itself, just in case. But I've never had to use them because I've never lost these. And they're awesome. And they have different strengths and so on. You can learn all about them at bobdoylelikesthis.com/glasses. I love them. I love them as you'll see, because I wear them in every scope. Because otherwise, I can't see the comments. I try to keep them as straight as possible because Lynn has informed me that sometimes if they're a little wonky, and I have done them like this, and sometimes they fall in like this, and But for the most part, they stay really good and put, and I can move around and all that, and they don't fall off. So I love them. I highly recommend. Well, that was awesome timing. Okay. What kind of diet am I doing? I am basically just cutting down on my calories, and I'm doing a macronutrient ratio of roughly 50% of my calories coming from carbs, about 30% coming from fat right now, and 20% coming from protein. Again, I used to be in the bodybuilding era. I know what my body likes. It's different for everybody. I'm not saying it's the way to go for everybody, but it's working for me. A lot of caloric deficit, but honestly, I'm so tired and I feel so much better that I don't even notice it. Like I don't snack anymore, and I'm using an app to log all my foods, which keeps it more like a game and keeping up with it, and that's helping me tremendously. It's a lot different now than when I was doing it, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, I was still using software to track all my stuff, but now with these phones and these apps, it's just like I step on my scale talks to my phone. So when I get on my scale, it tells my phone app what I weigh, my body fat percentage, even the quality of the air in my room. Yeah, FitnessPal, I think that's the one I'm using. So that's really, really cool too. Yeah, my body is different now, but I'm still the drink thing. I'm not sure what you mean. You mean like the impact that alcohol has on you? Is that what you hate, or you hate me talking about it? I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. FitnessPal, I guess. Protein drink. Oh, protein drinks. Yeah, well, you don't live on them. You use them as in fact, I'm eating all foods right now. I'm not doing any supplementation of protein drinks or whatever, which I normally do. I've done P90X. I've done that program twice, but it's too long. So I got the new P90X 3, and it's sitting over there in a box. And I haven't started it yet because there's this whole thing with the chin-up bar, and I got to get Lynn's agreement on where we put it, if we're going to use it, and all that other stuff. But even just doing the diet, I've lost some pounds. My clothes already fit better, and I feel So good. And I'm staying up later at night, which is a good thing because normally I'd get tired when it gets dark outside. So you're doing it right now? Awesome. Well, how do you like it? How do you like P90X3? I mean, I know the 30-minute. I watched the first disc and I was like, that looks rough. I mean, I love it too. I love the intensity of it. I love that it's over in 30 minutes, but I got tired just watching it. And yeah, I know there's alternatives to the bar. I got the whole ultimate package, so I've got all the bands. I've got options. I guess I'm just sort of procrastinating. But I've told myself that when Lynn gets back, we'll have the conversation and then I'll start. And then there's a space here. It doesn't matter. Point is, the results I'm getting now and how good I'm feeling are only going to get even better once I start doing the exercise again. Because exercise, first of all, physically, clearly you're getting yourself healthier, but the mental aspect of knowing that you're taking care of yourself like that, it is not insignificant. It's huge. And in fact, yesterday Cody and I walked a couple of miles to the beach and back, and I'm using an app called Walk for a Dog. If you guys have a dog, you should check this out. Walk for a Dog. It's basically like a GPS type of app where you say, okay, I've started to walk my dog, and you put in all the dog's information. And depending on how long you walk, these companies will actually make donations to your rescue facility of choice. So, for example, Cody was rescued by Lynn 8 years ago or so from a place called Rover Rescue here in LA. And so every time I walk the dog, I hit walk. And so every step that he and I take contributes in some way financially to the ongoing of Rover Rescue, which saved Cody. We wouldn't have Cody without Rover Rescue. So I'm happy to walk for those dogs. Okay. Hi, Candace Lace. I don't recognize your name. I'm trying to get your profile up, and here we go. Not just a pretty face, although she is that too. That's her profile. We'll learn a little bit more. Heidi Raw. Heidi Raw, I'm assuming, well, it's nice to have you here, Candace. I was actually just wrapping up, but you are more than welcome to the replay. Heidi is here, of course. She's a business developer in health and wellness sector. I think we all know that. So you can check her out. She's got 1,008 followers. I don't even know how many followers I have anymore. Does it say? I don't even know. I have no idea. All right. It's called Walk for a Dog is the name of the app. A neighbor here told me about it because she was using it for her dog. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And it gives me more incentive to walk longer because Cody loves walks, right? It gives me an incentive to walk longer. I'm burning calories. Every step I take is also being memorized by my phone, by my app. So it's taking all those calories that I'm burning and offsetting my caloric intake. So it's all automated. It's amazing. Thank you, Rhonda. No, you're awesome. You're all awesome. This is just the awesome club. Okay. Well, I'm going to go be awesome. And do I have contact information? Well, of course I do. The best way is to go to boundlessliving.com. But you can find me on Facebook all over the place. Just Bob Doyle, boom. I've got so many groups and pages and so on. My personal Facebook is boundlessliving.com/boundlessliving. That's personal, even though it is the name of my company. And then I've got a law of attraction kind of profile, which is facebook.com/BobDoyleLOA. Thank you, Jim. Well, I'm glad I can calm you down. Having said that, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it. Does anybody here know about ASMR? I was going to blab voice this morning, but I ended up just doing all the work. But if more jobs come in, I might. Because I've also launched the voiceover coaching program that I want to start in March. And so, and that's all about how to do voiceover on Fiverr and generate revenue. ASMR. I can't remember what it stands for. But it's some sort of condition where when people hear like a whisper or certain sounds at a certain level, they get some sort of a physical reaction. I'm just learning about this. Like in their brain that spreads through their body, and it's supposedly like a good feeling, like a good feeling. And it's all triggered by whispers and soft things like that. ASMR. And so I thought I would do a whole scope of just doing like that, just for those with ASMR, and so they can enjoy that. Whisper. And things like turning pages. I don't understand it. I haven't really done the research on it yet. ASMR. Yes, Christiana. When you found out, oh, I will. I'll let you know, all right. Anyway, So I'm going to end the scope now in my ASMR voice. And I hope that you all have a very wonderful day and that you claim what you want, like I'm going to do. And we will scope again extremely soon. I may do a voiceover scope a little bit later. Goodbye to all of you. You all are wonderful. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your hearts. I appreciate you all very